Guilty until proven innocent?
With respect to interrogation analysis, it's no secret the benefit of hindsight gives you a considerable advantage when evaluating information. When you know a subject
Wait, hold on. The bizarre case of Stephen McDaniel, guilty until proven
is
innocent?
guilty, it allows you to exclusively look for guilty behavior. The knowledge of outcome highlights the imperatives while stripping away non-essentials, and this allows you to calculate certain things that would otherwise be overlooked by cause of your own doubt. Hindsight.
Okay, everybody f***ing chill. We're gonna watch the shit out of this. We're gonna watch the shit out of this. This is like one of the most compelling f***ing YouTube channels I have seen. I don't know if, like, I'm not, like, I kind of am into, like, criminal psych stuff. Never to this degree, but this is, like, nuts. It's bananas. Like, this is the most... Please don't forget to subscribe, because a lot of people that watch my videos don't subscribe, apparently, and hit that bell. Bananas shit I've seen.
Hindsight is 20/20. Everyone is well aware of this aphorism, and what's fascinating is that it not only applies, but is far more compatible to the innocent than it is to the guilty. The reason for this is because the information you have to scrutinize is reduced when dealing with innocent subjects. When you remove the versatile factors of misdirection and trickery, you're left with relatively straightforward behavior in comparison. Of course, the argument that everyone is different and can react in a different manner has merit. Human beings are unique, and there will always be exceptions to every rule, especially when you take into consideration that trauma can cause atypical behavior. Yet, atypical behavior and guilty behavior are generally distinguished from each other with relative ease. And that brings us to example number 1. 37-year-old Michael Dixon, described by his peers as popular, friendly, but also unassuming and reserved. A self-professed introvert who turned down a job as a trade show presenter due to his fear of public speaking, and kept his position as a trade show assembler instead. On August 15th, 2003, in Hamilton, Ontario, police were called to report a man breaking into a jewelry store. 2 officers...
Guys, I get it. You have a favorite one, okay? You have a favorite video from this channel. Everyone does. I totally understand that. We will watch all of them. So calm down. I'm not going to stop this. I'm not going to stop this in the middle of a video that I just started. Specifically to go watch your favorite one, okay? Just chill. The reason why chatters sent this to me is because they wanted me to wash away the propaganda.
EZ clap.
Okay? They wanted to show how people get guilty pleas out of innocent people.
Responded and chased the perpetrator from the store down an alley before momentarily losing sight of them. At the same time, Michael Dixon was getting off a bus nearby coming home from work. He was the first person the police saw when coming out of the alley and was then arrested at gunpoint. Dixon voiced his innocence but didn't resist arrest and stated he would help in any way he could. He was taken to the Hamilton police station and questioned 2 hours after his arrest.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. It's okay.
One could advocate this as a common policing misstep if it weren't for the suspect being described as a small white man in the 911 call. As well as not being white,
dude.
Dixon is 6'3". This detective has either forgotten standard procedure to review the call to dispatch, or for some reason decided to reject it as evidence altogether.
I wonder what the reason was, chat. Chat, what do you guys think the reason was, dude? This is not even... I mean, this is an NA cop, because technically Canada, right? This is in Canada, right?
Hassle.
Michael is informed the room is being recorded and then read his rights. He asserts he is willing to speak with a detective and help with the investigation.
Okay. Why we're here is because earlier tonight you were arrested for breaking into a jewelry store on John Street South. Now,
this is literally talophobia. That's my point. That's what I was trying to say.
Quite frankly, isn't an issue. The evidence I have is, frankly, conclusive and overwhelming. Okay? So I'm not even going to ask you if you did it. What I have to ascertain here is what kind of guy you are.
Guys, you have to understand. The cop is colorblind. He sees no color. So who's the racist now? You, chat. You're the racist because you only see black person, white person. He sees beyond that. When he looks at people, he just sees people. Specifically this one who definitely did the crime, apparently, according to this cop. Yeah.
What I have to ask.
The subject maintains a forward-leaning posture and keeps his eyes both in contact and on the same level as the detective's. He displays self-confidence and poise, while it's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. What Michael just did is known as a non-verbal challenge in forensic psychology. So let's break it down into components. In the next moment, the detective will shift in his seat to adjust his position, and at the same time break eye contact to look somewhere in this direction. Michael's exaggerated head movement that follows isn't for the purpose of maintaining eye contact. He could maintain it while keeping his head perfectly still. It is in fact to let the detective know he is maintaining eye contact. It's a way of asserting dominance in the exchange. He is telling the detective that he is the more confident person in the room at that moment.
What I have to ascertain here is
everybody knows only guilty people assert dominance in interrogation. So it's not that he was super confident that he had not committed the crime. It's that you know, he was guilty.
what kind of guy you are. Whether this is you're like a serial burglar and this is what you're doing all the time, or whether this is a one-off thing because of the power cut and everything that's going on tonight. That's all we're here for.
Okay, I understand your position. Like I say here, I didn't do it, and you've heard that a million times, I'm sure, in your career, but it's just... Ask me questions. That's all I can do is answer them, I guess.
I've got no questions to ask you. I mean, why did you do it? That's basically, that's my only question.
But coming from that position, and since I'm saying I didn't do it, I really don't have an answer for you except to say I didn't do it.
I guess we haven't really got a great amount of talking about. Yeah, it's like I said, whether you did it or not isn't up for the discussion.
Okay, well.
It's
Why
really
the fuck not?
You've no doubt come to notice how incredibly tolerant Michael is over the unjustness of the situation.
It's crazy.
It's the most unusual thing about his behavior, and perhaps what makes him an anomaly with respect to innocent subjects. So before moving on to the second phase of this interrogation, we'll show you a more common response from an innocent subject facing similar charges. This is 26-year-old Justin, falsely accused of breaking and entering, first-degree theft, and assault. He was arrested at his home and only read his rights to silence on the way to the police station. The footage will begin before the subject knows what exactly he is being charged with. In his mind, he knows he has done nothing wrong, and at this point is unaware he is about to be wrongfully imprisoned for just over 2 years.
Hassan, I can't find your social media plugs easily enough. Can you make them bigger?
You know what I read you earlier? The 19th of February. 2 days ago, so it'll be Tuesday. Alright? About 5, 6 in the morning.
Bro, I fucking hate the... Oh my god, dude. This motherfucker went to prison for 2 years, bro.
Where were you at then?
Are you insane, dude? And people who are saying, wait, he's white, this is what we talk about all the time. Doesn't matter, he's fucking poor, okay? And this is how the criminal justice system works. Jesus Christ, though, dude. That is so nuts, dude.
You call her and ask her.
He didn't go? I thought he was about to, or...
Downstairs asleep.
I thought he did go.
Did she know you were asleep at that time?
Yeah.
He doesn't see the interrogators as a threat, but more of an inconvenience.
He did
His
go.
responses are short and concise. He does not seek approval. He only responds to a question or states a point.
I mean, did she see you sleeping at that time?
Yeah, I don't never leave. If I ain't doing nothing, I stay with Mother's house.
I
If I'm
suddenly
not
have the case.
working, I'm at home.
Mm-hmm. You didn't go to labor ready that day or nothing looking for... Like,
Tuesday?
looking for a job, yeah. Okay. That morning, house got broken into.
Okay.
The detective's strategy is to reveal the charges in a periodic manner. Getting a confession to one charge at a time is far easier than gaining admission to all of them at once. The plan is to reveal the break-in and robbery charge first, then reveal the assault at a later stage. The detective goes on to explain that the accuser named Candy said she saw him loitering around her house in the evening hours of the night, and a short time later witnessed him break in and steal a multitude of valuable items. The detective then explains that she picked him out of a 12-picture lineup of suspects.
She says you broke in this apartment. Okay, well tell me why.
Justin is now aware of the burglary charge, which holds a possible 20-year prison sentence due to previous convictions. He will now begin to forcefully assert his innocence, and each time he does so, will bring forward his posture and strengthen his vocal emphasis while making the assertion.
Alright, so I mean, she's saying that I was there before. Is that what she's saying? She's saying she's seen my face before the break-in happened?
Yep.
I know the black dude was in Canada, is in America. I know.
I don't know who she is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know no girl named Candy. None of that shit, man.
Why is she saying that you're...
I don't know why she's saying she's... I don't know why I don't know.
What were you doing there?
I was not there. I don't know this girl Candy. The only Candy that I even heard of is this guy I know named Tim Stahl dates her.
The person he just mentioned was the accuser's ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
That's it.
How do you know Tim Stoll?
I grew up with the dude, man.
The accuser's testimony was later picked apart in court. She was caught lying on the stand multiple times, and Justin was exonerated. He was proven innocent not just beyond all reasonable doubt, but essentially beyond all doubt.
The last thing I heard about them two, she had him arrested for domestic violence. That's all I know about this girl Candy. I ain't never went in that girl's house, none of that shit. I didn't do that shit. As God is my fucking witness, I did not do it.
This level of certitude is rarely seen in people who are hiding something of a sinister nature. Even with the knowledge of how the common subject reacts and time to study and rehearse this specific behavior, it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to replicate it in a convincing manner under these conditions. If you found the most talented actor in the world and asked him to mimic this behavior on a movie set, he would be able to do so in a near-identical manner. Yet if you place that same actor in the real-life situation of an interrogation room, with the prospect of facing decades in prison for a crime he knows he has committed, his acting capabilities won't be anywhere near as effective. The survival instincts mentioned at the start of this video will be nullified by the burden of guilt, and the ability to perform under pressure will be significantly diminished. But to set aside behavior analysis for just a moment, focus solely on this image. Most of you watching at this point will get a sense of integrity from this picture alone, that the subject is both honest and confident in what he is saying, but still uncertain as to what the detectives are thinking or going to do, a mixture of sincerity and fear. The knowledge of outcome will have no doubt influenced this perception, yet what's intriguing is that most of you will have gotten this exact same perception completely void of hindsight. It's a hard thing to accurately explain, but it's something you can just feel. And this instinctive feeling is what the guilty have an almost impossible task at emanating.
And, you know, when you say he didn't have a weapon, he's on the ground, and you put something up on the thing and then gets out. I thought it was a shotgun.
I mean, what are they saying? So I fought with her, so now, they're saying, okay, I fought with her, so I must have killed her. I mean, come on. I mean, that's...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Being arrested for soliciting to commit murder. You attempted to hire someone to kill somebody else. And that's why you're here, and that's what you're getting charged with. Okay, no. You don't understand? Or... No.
Bro, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't understand why you think, like, this is Big Boss Bose's content. Wait, why can't I fucking delete this person? Okay, well, like... Mods, clap this fucking weirdo, okay? No, I don't. I just invincible here. Okay, well, I'll just restart my Chatterino so I can actually fucking clap them.
Play Minecraft.
There you go. What was it? Midwestern what?
Pogo.
Midwest Nightmare. Fucking idiot, dude. Like
1 year big dubs.
Simp Andy over here got fucking pumpstered for Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, let me unban. Let me unban just so I can ban him again. Okay, are you guys happy? There it is.
I never did that.
Why should I believe you? Because I'm a very trustworthy person, and the people that do know me, they know how I'm a calm person. I am not an argumentative person. I'm a low-key guy that's quiet. I'm not about confrontation. I'm not about anything that elevates to that level. I mean, like, if someone like yells at me, screams at me, I just take it and I just try to get it by the wayside and get it back to where it's just a cool conversation to where like none of that gets to that height. Because I am not that person.
Is this Chris Watts? Is that the guy who was like that you guys want me to watch? Because he
went in that girl's house. None of that shit. I didn't do that shit. I didn't. As God is my fucking witness, I did not do it. I did not do it, man. I did not do it.
So now we got it clear that you do know a Candy.
No, I don't know the girl. I ain't going to that girl's house, man. God is my witness. I did not go in that girl's house, man. I used to be a piece of shit when I got out of the fucking penitentiary. I told myself I wasn't going back. I ain't done nothing but work my fucking ass off the entire time I've been out.
Can you prove, other than you saying you did not, is it that morning? What can you tell? How can you prove to me that you were at home?
All you gotta do is call and ask my mother.
So you're telling me you didn't step foot out of the house?
Not 1 foot.
Tuesday.
Wait, did they not call her mother?
The detective then goes on to reveal Justin is accused of assaulting the supposed victim during the robbery.
You take a vanity mirror and you hit her over the head with it and you guys fight. And she got injuries.
No, man. Hell no, man. Get her goddamn boyfriend, Tim Stone, in here and question him about her goddamn injuries. Look at that straight right there. This sounds like it's a goddamn thing that fucking her boyfriend, Tim Stone, done fucking done something to her, and now they're trying to put it on me. I know that's what the fuck this is.
And look, I mean, to be fair, if I was a cop, I'd be like, why are you trying to solve my case for me? You know what I mean? I'd be a fucking, I feel like cops at this point, like he's being combative, he's being aggressive. They literally already like think that, they probably already think that he's like wrong because they're now annoyed. We all know how fucking cops are. We all know how cops are to begin with. Like, they get really fucking extra when they feel like their authority is being questioned. You know what I mean? It's a big part of like. Hassan, you become pro cop. Stop. No, I'm not saying they're. How is anything I said pro cop? I'm literally saying they act out of like unreasonable. They act out in like unreasonable ways when they feel like their authority is being questioned. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing.
That's why we're talking to you, okay?
No, this is bullshit, man, because I've tried everything in my fucking power to stay the fuck out of this goddamn fucking penitentiary shit. I did not do that shit, man.
Motherfucker's been to jail already. He should have.
That's
He
what we're
definitely
talking
should
to.
have
We're
called
here to
a lawyer.
investigate
It sucks
this,
that he
okay?
didn't.
That's why we're asking all
Hasanabi
these
is a
questions.
racist. There's a Nazi icon on his desk.
I'm sorry to freak out, man, but I didn't fucking do this shit, man. I'm fucking shaking. I did not fucking do this, man.
Justin had already served 3 years in prison for a robbery in his early 20s. He more than likely knew the reassuring tone of the investigator wasn't a good sign. Although slightly more animated than the average person, this form of aggression is a commonplace response from the innocent being directly accused. He comes off aggressive, but in a defensive manner. He is not being hostile, but highly combative when professing his innocence. His conduct is totally justified considering the circumstance. When facing a considerable amount of time in prison for something you didn't do, this level of anger is warranted. So when compared to the forgiving composure of Michael Dixon, the extraordinary nature of his behavior becomes even more pronounced.
I really don't have an answer for you except to say I didn't do it.
I guess we haven't really got a great amount to talk about. Yeah, it's like I said, whether you did it or not isn't up for the discussion.
Okay, well,
it's really not. There's a number of witnesses.
Great.
One of whom had a video camera.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, that's relieving. That's relieving, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So view the video camera.
I have.
Okay.
That's
why your guilt isn't in issue here.
That doesn't even make sense to me. Because if I'm on the video camera, that doesn't make sense. You have a video camera that shows me?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
We'll have to, I guess, I have no choice but to get a lawyer then, if this is the kind of thing you're going to go through with me.
This isn't going to go away. You're charged with breaking in. You will be charged tonight.
Okay.
You will be going to court in the morning.
Perhaps the most upsetting moment, considering the fact that we know this man is innocent. You can see the fear emerge in his eyes as he realizes he won't be going home after this interview.
Charged with breaking in with intent. Okay, that's what's going to happen right now.
We're now given an insight into Michael's introverted personality. He is noticeably afraid of what lies ahead, yet reacts to the situation with reasoning and intuitiveness. Rather than explode into emotion like the more extroverted personality, he instead processes the moment and then responds to it from an analytical position.
Can I ask you something? Okay, are you just making this up that you have a video camera so you see how I react? Because it goes that if you're saying, okay, hear me out for a second, please. If I am guilty, as you believe, because you had me on video camera, then okay, we'll go through the procedure. But I'm saying, I'm trying to call your bluff here, because since I know I didn't do it, there's no way I can be on the video camera.
Well, like I say, it's not a game of poker.
Okay, well,
I've got nothing to gain from that.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time, all right?
You know what? I've got nothing to gain from that either way, which is why I'm not asking you.
What's up with this dude's accent, bro? Automatic L. Why is he in Canada, but he sounds like he's from London? Sorry.
Did you do it? I'm not trying to catch you out. I've got nothing to gain from that.
Getting a confession void of evidence is in fact excellent for an investigator's career. It's a mark of merit and can accelerate promotion. Michael continues to profess his innocence in a calm and composed manner for a further 7 minutes. The detective then asks that he draw out a map and specify his movements before the arrest. Every detail of his alibi was...
Oh my god, it's literally, there is a London and Ontario, but like, that's not what I meant. I meant like from... fucking the UK.
Later proven to be 100% accurate.
Like I said,
that's not what I meant.
On the information that I've got, you're going to be charged tonight with breaking in. However, I do have a duty to make sure that the truth is, and the truth, basically the truth is paramount, and the true version of events is paramount, and I have a duty to investigate all of this, and I will investigate. I assure you, I'll investigate this story thoroughly. And hopefully I'll be able to find something here which will either prove or disprove what we've discussed tonight. Okay.
Problem is the speed at which this is going. Like when I was on the ground, I was saying, go quickly to the terminal. I have like 6 or so guys around me, like talk to the bus driver,
I can't comment on things that haven't been seen, unfortunately. But now I'm
left hanging, right?
Now I'm looking at this. I mean, this is basically on the evidence I've got. This is the only course of events that can take place right now. But I will certainly make sure that this is looked into thoroughly. I can give you my word on that. That's my duty. That's what I have to do.
Okay, I trust you will.
I mean, you already asked for a lawyer. Anything beyond this point is just him like
work at 8 a.m.
You're not going to be able to be able to walk.
I know I'm not going to be able to, but I like to phone ahead.
I can arrange that you get the phone call to let someone know that you're not going to be at a place. Yeah.
So I'm hanging out in that room till 10?
No, we'll be taking you downstairs to a larger custody facility which you have downstairs.
Sounds lovely.
Well, it's not the most pleasant place in the world, but it's only for a few hours.
Okay.
Okay. From court tomorrow, what happens there?
In Canada, they can keep asking if you after you request a lawyer. Wait, really? What the fuck, Canada? What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
wait, is that a lie or is that for real?
I will look into all of this.
I trust you will. Yeah. I trust you will.
I'll make sure we got the whole picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, I guess.
Okay. You're not in an enviable position, and
I understand the process. I'm not satisfied with it. That's what I'm saying.
And I don't expect that you're going to be happy with it.
And I'm thinking, no disrespect to you, but I know someone sitting in this chair has probably lied to you a million times, right? So I'm thinking, what can I do to convince you? I try to give you the information.
You've been very good with me, and I try and treat everybody as an individual.
Okay.
My main aim is two things: is that you get your rights, that you're.
That's literally a racist self-report. That's exactly what racist motherfuckers say. Aside from the fact that the actual suspect on the report is a white person who's 5'3". You know, that's the number one reason. But like, that's the number one thing that racists love to say is, I try to treat people as individuals.
You're
and the content of their character.
The Constitution of Canada. And
not all cops are racist, you lunatic. First of all, even if that is my point, which it isn't, that's not what I said. But it doesn't matter because this cop absolutely is a fucking gigantic racist, you dumb fuck. He literally is like, no, you are 1000% the person that we're looking for when the suspect that they're looking for is 5'3" and white. You fucking idiot. Like, how are you gonna, that's a point that you can like try to argue in like some of these other instances, you know, good luck. But like in this one, you just can't. Like, this is the definition of a racist cop that's like pinning a crime on a black dude because he's black.
That you treat decently, and the truth comes out.
The truth eventually did come out, but the suspect wasn't treated decently. He was kept in jail for 3.5 days before a separate investigator looked into his alibi witnesses and checked surveillance of the area in question. He was then exonerated immediately. A civil trial ensued, and Michael was awarded $46,000 in punitive damages.
Nice!
The interrogating officer and 3 other investigators were all demoted and suspended without pay.
Just demoted? Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, that's crazy that it's like, XQ reacts to guilty until proven innocent. That's crazy that that's like, that they just got demoted. Fucking cops, dude. Literally all around the world, cops are the same. And he only made 46K out of this. That's crazy. Okay, boys. I mean, which one? Which one should we look at now?
What's the Jennifer Pan video?